Let me show you how I use the AI to apply to hundreds of jobs in a month, completely without like needing to think about literally anything while I write my proposals and then projects. So first thing I'll do is just add a clock so we can track how long it actually takes. I'll click start, and over here you'll see that I already scouted for around 15, 17 different jobs that I'm gonna apply to with you right here, right now. And we're gonna see how many of those we can complete in 10 minutes. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have a job that pays 13 to 45 an hour. I only do project-based work, so even if I apply with like a lower rate to get the foot in the door, I will close them on a call on like a bigger project. Depending on what it is, a minimum starter would be $100, just like something super quick, like a strategy. That's basically just the pitch, just so they get warmed up to me if they've never worked with me. However, I'll show you right now how the AI works. So all I need to do is literally, I'm gonna highlight this job post. I'm gonna click a command, and all I'm gonna click is apply job. And within a few seconds, we'll have the proposal written for us. Awesome. I'm gonna just copy it. I think for the case study, I wanna change it, but we can do that as well together. So I'm gonna paste it right in here. And then here you have it. You have the whole application system, kind of like who I am, super fast, like never write like a long text. Really think about like giving a tip, asking a question, showing actual results and back them up. So for example, in here, I usually always mention like how much I spent on ads or how much I generated for X brand or for myself. You can like play around with like what works for you and what results you created. Like for example, if you worked a 9 to 5 and you were in the marketing team, and the marketing team in general generated over like $3 million, $5 million for, let's say, a fashion brand that you worked for in your imaginary job, then you can actually add that into your portfolio as a case study. That doesn't really matter. It's just about like getting as many proposals out there as possible. And I'm not really picky. Like sometimes I change a few things in here, but it's all about mass. I don't really want to care about like the super specifics. I just send as many as I can. And sometimes you're surprised, even if the application was like not the best, or wouldn't be like mentioning all the case studies that you would have mentioned while writing it for an entire hour, you get a lot of responses. So all I'm gonna do is add my projects here as like, so they can see me, like some of them are with my face, so like they get to know me, see my energy. And I usually don't do the bid unless I actually really, really want the job. So there's some tricks to this that are really important, but we're not going to jump into this right now. I'm just going to send this and apply to the job. Awesome. And then now that we're done with this one, we're going to move on to the next one. But as you can see right now, that has only taken us 9 minutes with me explaining. So if you're just quiet, you don't talk too much in between. It's like 5 minutes per application, sometimes less, sometimes more, but that's a good like number. So like in an hour, you can do around 12 applications. Now let's move on to the next one. I don't even know exactly what that is. I just have like my system that feeds me the jobs that I really like high paying, easy to implement. Yeah, we like it lazy. We like the lazy way. So I don't even gonna read this, way too much text, and I'm definitely way too lazy for that. Better things to do, like drinking my coffee, and later hang out with my friend and so just highlighting this whole thing, bada boom. And then, so in here, I haven't explained that there's an AI prompt that is designed based on all the data that I fed the AI. And it's like a long process where you have to take your case studies, everything that like makes you, and then tell it how to frame it. Because a lot of times it just sounds super cringe and like people can immediately tell it's AI. And if you own a company and you try to find good project workers or freelancers, you will know if they use AI and they don't really know what they're doing. So it's very important that it just seems super organic, super natural, not like a typical application, job application. Don't do that. I don't know, like, what schools like teach nowadays, or like the typical application process doesn't work like for traditional jobs. Like, no way. And also, we don't want to land the jobs where we have to submit our CV. Like, hell no. If I see like submit your CV, like, no. I don't fucking have a CV. Like, what are you talking about? Because you already know they're gonna be super strict. They're gonna want you to clock your time. We don't work with people like that. That's a good thing too. We can choose who we work with, right? Because we have so many opportunities. Okay, so as you can see, I also made a few different variations of the prompts, like depending on like web design, social media, UGC management, like whatever really applies to you and your skill set too. Like, you can adjust that and create like a more general prompt, a more specific prompt that will write the application for you and puts the correct case studies. It's just insane. Honestly, it saved my whole entire life. Like, I'm doing this since a year now, and I'm just amazed at like how easy everything is. From I never have to really worry about like getting clients anymore. I just send out as many as I want, get as many responses as I want, hop on a few calls, and then choose the one that I actually like. Like, it's important to work with people you like, because I don't want to get burned out. I don't have time to deal with like difficult clients. And we all know, like, there is really difficult clients that give you bad reviews, that just make your life a living hell. And I don't want that. So the freedom of choice is actually the freedom of everything in your life. So let's apply. I'm going to use my normal prompt here. And we could switch between different AI models as well. We don't really need API keys for that, but that's also something, if you want to like learn more about that, like we can talk about that, or you can like check out the full details on how everything works. I have like a full like course and everything that I'm starting. But for everyone like who's already like super good with tech and everything, it should be like easy peasy to figure out, honestly. So here we go. All I need to do is copy it. Where is the application thing? Oh, I didn't even click on apply now. Slow internet here in Bali. Ultra Miarme. Oh, also very funny. Like, it's a 300 price project, but that's a month, and like you can outsource that stuff too. And I'm gonna go through that as well, like the full thing on how to like use the system to outsource to like somebody else, so you don't have to actually spend the time applying, even the qualification calls and getting new clients in if you run a bigger agency. I'm just gonna put 300 for now, and then later, hopefully I can close them on something bigger, and then add my AI stuff in here. Blah, 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 blah. And then add portfolio project. Yeah, I just use like anything that makes me sound really smart, honestly. And then add highlights, and then we're just gonna check real quick when... Yeah, there's some hacks, like you don't want to apply to jobs that are already posted for a long time, because it decreases the chances, and we want to have the best chance. So I'm just going to send this, and then we're just going to click continue. I'm literally like, I don't even use one brain cell right now to do this. I'm going to waste that time on actual project and trying to get them done fast so that I have more free time. Okay, cool. So done with that. Let's check time. We had 15 minutes. So as you can see, this application only took 6 minutes with me talking. So you can do the math on how many you can do without needing to think about anything literally in a day. If you just sit there for 1 hour, you're going to be flooded with clients. And also, obviously, like, this only works if you've done the steps before that I showed you with your profile. And like, you really have to make it work. If you do all the steps and it still doesn't work, there's like so many more things and details that you need to go through to actually build up that profile and get clients coming in. And then the funnest part will be the outsourcing later on. So having a VA do all the work for you, do all of the qualifications for you, so that you can literally just sit back. And then the other part would be to hire somebody else that does the work for you, so you have just infinite free time. Literally can take on as many people as you want if you want to do this. For me right now, I don't want to have any employees. I don't want to like deal with people. I just want to hang out, serve. And this might change in the future too, but it's just like the phase right now where I'm like, okay, I had a business for the past like 4 years, worked 12 hours a day, figured out, okay, burnout, this is not the way. I just want to live right now. And when I feel like I want to go hard again, I might. But for now, I just want to make a full-time income and chill as much as I can. So I don't care what you do with this, but I hope it helps you.